As Olaf moves a little further into this foyer, he's followed by this human man who is followed by the armored individual. 10, you catch some muttered words from this human who's following Olaf. He seems to be like almost badgering him, following him. You don't get the kind of full scope of what he says, but you hear like, do it now kind of thing. And he's just kind of going on, and Olaf's not paying him any mind right now. Cool. The halfling proceeds deeper into that chamber and is kind of freaking out. Upstairs. Halifor, you're a rat. Orem, you are looking at a rat. What are you guys doing?
Like looking at a rat, I know that he's gonna like Halifor's probably gonna go like scope, be a little bit more incognito than a heavily armored dwarf. So I'll just kind of open like any doors that I see, like a crack to allow Halifor to kind of like sneak through. But then I'll just kind of like say, like go check it out, report back. I'll just stay here so to not draw attention to us.
Okay, so you'd have to get up here to open this door for the rat. Can I get a perception check as you guys, both of you, as you head up that way?
I don't have the rat stat blocks, Benny, but I'd be being as stealthy as my rat can be.
Right. I'll roll that really quick, and then I'll add that stat block for you.
Sorry.
Rats?
I rolled stealth for me instead of. My perception was equally bad.
Here's the bad news. Rats have a +0 to stealth, apparently.
Cool. So do I, so you can keep that 7.
Okay. Cool. Let me just drop that into your sheet before you forget. But you guys approach this doorway and open it to the landing at the top of the stairs here. The door creaks loudly as you open, and you don't notice before it's fully open that there is this drow gentleman exiting this chamber at what would be the front of the house. Kind of as you guys are opening this door. He's got like one finger up to his ear and you can't hear what he's saying, but I'm gonna roll a perception check for him.
Roll like me.
Unfortunately not. I rolled that. Here, let me show you. He gets a 22. So as he's like walking and talking, he's like calling out to some people behind him. He's like, "Get the fuck downstairs and find out what's going on." Who the fuck are you? And starts marching your way. You with me. Hey, these guys are heading towards you. What are you guys doing?
Is Orem still like behind me in the hall?
Your Orem's like right there. This happens like as you open the door.
Okay.
Before you haven't really. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, yeah, like Orem's just kind of gonna like look around, like kind of like bewildered and be like, "I swear she said fucking the washroom was through this door. I'm sorry. I must be completely lost. I'm looking for the washroom."
Make a deception check. I'm gonna say straight roll because that's a decent lie, but you are in full plate mail, so it's a very bad lie.
Very ornate plateware now. All right.
I'll give you a straight roll because it is very ornate plate mail. Okay, 14. 15. I just read the dice. Give him an insight check on that one. Okay, this guy looks like very busy and distracted. He kind of stares at you. He's like, "Yeah, no, bathroom's not up here. Get the fuck downstairs. You take him." And he starts walking away. This one guard just kind of keeps walking towards you.
Halifor freezes.
Halifor freezes.
Just like pressing up into like the corner, like a rat would be terrified of this. person.
Yeah. Let me give him a perception check with disadvantage. He's not really focused on that.
Which like way does this door like is the door opening into the hallway or like in towards
Into the hallway. Like into this like landing. I don't think that's enough to notice a rat. So he's kind of not immediately for sure. He's kind of walking towards you. He is like arriving at the door at this time. Are you just staying frozen?
I'm just saying frozen.
Okay. He's gonna walk up to Yoram and put a hand on your shoulder and say, "Let's go downstairs, buddy." At that, we're gonna jump back down to the foyer. Gorka, you are battling this wasp.
And Gorka hasn't noticed that Olaf's standing pretty much beside her.
I mean, unless Gorka's... Well, you said Gorka's not raging, so it's not like she's got tunnel vision, I'd say, right?
Right.
He's not, like, trying to sneak up on you or anything, so he's, like, pretty noticeable. So unless you think Gorka'd be too distracted.
She would have heard his companion speaking, so she would have looked at him. But then the question is, did Olaf then look at Gorka when she looked at that way?
He's looked at you. He doesn't seem to have recognized you yet. I am rolling insight for him, and he's just been rolling dog shit so far.
All right, but she's noticed him standing there?
Oh yeah, he's like right there.
All right, so she's gonna kind of shift over here and put her back to him. And she's going to use Ancestors of Tenacity to call upon her lizard folk ancestor, who's supposed to be a distraction for her enemies.
Okay.
And yeah.
Who is she trying to distract? Like Olaf?
Well, she's not going to say anything because that would tip him off. So it's just going to be there. You can do it with that. It would be kind of intended for the wasp, but it's not. It's just kind of a distraction.
Okay.
But hopefully it distracts other people in the room too.
Okay, so the source of this is your great axe. So give me a performance check to try as much as possible hide that fact that it's coming from your great axe.
Yeah.
5. Okay. Ancestors of Tenacity, that's a lizard folk. So as you're like faking these swings at this wasp, your great axe glows a little and you try and like hide it, but you're pretty sure someone saw as stepping kind of from that space, 3 tall and slender lizard folk spirits kind of float to surround the wasp and are kind of hissing and kind of mock jabbing at it. And this gets another scream from the guests who have kind of come fleeing into this room, and they're gonna try and book it towards the back corner, basically. The guard immediately grabs his weapons, like, whoa! Olaf takes notice of it for sure. Oh shit, what happens? Yeah, he's gonna roll an insight check. Another one for that. He kind of stumbles back. This human man behind him kind of stops speaking to him and kind of looks on in shock. And then Olaf kind of turns to face you. He's like, "You're new. I haven't seen you before. What the fuck is this?"
Gorka's not going to turn around. She'll just keep batting at the wasp.
Ryson, you hear some different yells coming from the foyer. You're now in this dining room. There's a bunch of cards on the table. There's also little piles of off-white powder.
Oh shit, okay.
Which the guy in this kind of more vibrant, fantastic, colorful outfit is quickly trying to scoop up and looking around wildly.
No.
What are you doing?
That changes things. So Ryson is gonna look at the room of people and basically just say, I think you have to leave.
Okay.
very briefly before he runs back into the foyer.
Okay, roll a persuasion check, low DC, because leaving seems like a good idea right now.
Bam.
19. Cool. So one of the people who was sitting at this table appears to be one of the guards who was kind of quickly grabbing his weapon. He's like, yeah. I was just securing the room. And it kind of goes charging for the door. A little halfling man with him starts heading that direction as well. The kind of colorfully dressed man is taking a little longer because he's still scooping up his materials. But he's like, yeah, totally.
That's not going anywhere. You can go. I'm having a full conversation. So I probably
man, do you know how much this is worth?
I do.
You want to buy some?
Can I put it in a fountain?
What? No, what?
No, it's not part of the conversation. I'm not wasting all my time on this. I am going to follow the group back to the foyer.
Okay.
And go next to Gorka, who I'm hoping is still close to the door.
Yeah, you head back out. Gorka is kind of where you left her.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
And if I don't have it up by now, I'm gonna. No. Would it be suspicious if I put my hood up in this kind of setting? Probably.
I don't know. Would it?
I think so. I think he's just gonna keep looking at he's just gonna keep avoiding eye contact with Olaf.
My lizard folk are wandering around as well around the wasp. So.
Oh yeah, there's
They're just circling and hissing at these
Don't get
wasps.
me wrong. He's not thinking about the guy he met at the tavern 2 weeks ago, but who he thinks is dead. It's fine.
Cool. You're just heading in there. As you arrive, you see Orth come running. He's like, "Oh, shit! There's still one left," and he's gonna swing at this wasp. Badly misses it. So he's fighting that wasp. Olaf kind of looks up as you come out and roll an insight check, both of you in there.
Us?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gorka, you maybe don't notice this, but Ryson, you definitely do. His eyes narrow at Gorka and then shift over to you before he calls over his shoulder. Everything's fine. Get back to the party. I'll be right there. And goes to place a hand on Gorka's shoulder. Says, why don't we have a little talk? Back upstairs. Orem, you're being led downstairs by this guy. Are you going with him?
I'm gonna kind of let this guy guide me to hopefully the washroom.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you guys can
Go on.
easily get back downstairs. Just drop your tokens there. You're just going to the washroom with him?
Freezing.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're just going to the washroom together.
Okay. Sorry.
Do we get to the washroom? Is he taking me to the washroom, or is he or does he
you-
just point to the washroom?
How much detail are we going to talk about?
So you're not just what I'm asking is you're not doing anything before you guys get there? You're just going with him?
I'm just going.
Okay.
I'm going with him, but it just it just kind of depends if he just points to the washroom door before and he continues out into the hallway, or if he is taking me to the washroom to right up to the door.
He was told to take you right up to the door, so he's taking you to the door.
So as soon as we get out to the door, I'm just going to kind of put my hand on his shoulder and say thanks and cast hold person on him.
I'm going to give him a perception check because I assume you guys left the door open. And I'm going to see if he sees the fucking hole before this happens. But it's going to be higher than a 5. Fuck. Okay, what does he need to roll now?
He has to wisdom save DC. Where the hell's my DC? I think it's 16.
Oh,
DC
wisdom
16.
save, jeez. He kind of approaches Laura. He's like, well, I shit you not. It was a nat 20. He
Fuck.
Sorry, I gotta turn off the private thing. I was rolling private rolls for Olaf. He arrives at the door, and you turn around and say this. Reach out your hand, and just a second before you make contact, his eyes kind of dart up, see the hole in the bathroom. He's like, "What the fuck?" And you cast a spell on him. He's already kind of pulling away, reaching for his weapon, and he manages to resist your spell. He then looks down at you. He's like, "Oh fuck no!" And he is looking like he's getting aggressive towards you. We'll get back to you in a second. Halifor.
Okay.
The big people have left.
Yeah. Yay for no big people. Spenny, Halifor's memory is really good because it's been like an hour and a half. But which of these rooms did Halifor think was like the most secured? I know there was one that was like locked and then locked.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So the one you were talking about was at the front center of the hall. That actually does seem to be where the drow came out.
Perfect.
So like that was door to door.
Okay.
You like quick rundown of the layout. East side of the building is like where the balconies is and seems to be like master bedroom, guest bedroom, all that shit.
Can I make
So those were
a perception check at the start to see if I hear anyone else up on this level?
yeah, go for it.
16.
16. You hear footsteps crossing this foyer from the drow who just exited that room, and he's kind of calling out in a loud voice, something's going on downstairs. Get down there and get things under control. This is embarrassing. Don't let me down. You hear kind of two voices mumbling or like speaking like, yes, right away. So it seems to be two people there. 16, you just barely hear whispered voices from over here, from that bedroom. Like just kind of quickly, like hush voices kind of whispering to each other frantically a little bit. You might be muted, I think, Brimmy.
Sorry, from which room? I didn't see the ping.
Over here.
Okay. Okay. Fun fact, rats not super fast. So is the drow still like here where his token is?
He is, yeah, he's like still walking across the floor. So like he was there at the start of your turn and he's kind of still moving in this direction.
Okay, cool. Oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to check a stat block first. Because
Fuck.
reasons.
It's gonna be chaos.
How high are the ceilings in here, Spenny?
Oh, did I write down? I think it is about 12 feet. Like it's
Perfect.
pretty tall. This is a manor.
Excellent. Oh, sigh. Things we do. Okay, I'm going to I think I can just drop it, right? I can just drop Wild Shape. It doesn't cost me a bonus action to drop it, right?
I think Circle of the Moon, it doesn't cost you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty
So
sure.
I'm going to drop my inconspicuous rat form because 20 feet speed just isn't enough. And I'm going to Wild Shape into an owl.
Okay. Cool. We had that one to your little sheet too.
Sorry, Spenny. Eventually, I'll have all beasts just added.
Yeah. Okay, there's how. Well, you should be an owl now, and then I'll just add the stat block for you.
Yeah, cool. I think my movement's 40 foot flying now, something.
60 feet flying.
Perfect, even better. I am going to stealthily flap into this room.
Okay. Make a stealth check as an owl flying through the
I don't
flying
have
through
the,
this
I
house.
don't have the sheet yet. Oh, there it is. I got it.
Okay, cool. 20 will definitely beat everyone's passive insight solidly. As you kind of flap silently across this foyer, you see these two guards kind of turning and making their way through the door to head downstairs. You see this drow kind of still talking to them and looking at them. You only have like a second before he's going to turn back, it looks like.
Yeah, so I'm like, my plan is to like zip here, and I've got 10 more feet, zip into this room.
As you enter this room, you look to the right and you see there is one more thug who is apparently in this chamber, off duty right now with a 20. I'm going to say he doesn't notice you as you enter because he's not really paying attention to that.
Great. And this was in this room that I scouted in my spider form. The other lock was like over here, right?
That room was open. That's kind of the wardrobe, like very large walk-in closet. End of this hall was the other locked room.
Here.
And that would be the one with the balcony. That's right.
Yeah. In that case, I will action dash over to here.
Cool.
I have 45 feet of movement left. Can an owl open this door?
No. Yeah, owl cannot open a door for sure.
Okay, fine. I have to drop Wild Shape and open the door as Halfor.
Okay, so you're doing that right now?
Yeah.
Okay. You drop Wild Shape, kind of come back in a crouch as Halfor. You reach out, touch the door. It is locked. We're going to move back downstairs.
Shocking.
Cool. Gorka, Olaf has just put a hand on your shoulder and asked you to come with him.
Gork would like to reach out and take the helmet off of the suit of armor beside her and put the helmet on.
Okay, you can do that for sure.
And then she'll turn around.
Okay.
Expect it.
Holy shit. He just puts his hand, reaching up, put it on your shoulder as close as he can reach. And then he just watches silently as you reach over, pull off the helmet, stick it on your head, and turn around. Like, and what in the fuck are you doing?
Fighting the wasp. I need to get back to it.
Holy shit, what would Olaf do here? He's gonna call. He sees these other guards coming, and he notices the two coming from upstairs, and he says, everyone, all of my guests, please return to the parlor. Could I have all of my employees please take these two to my office to the office upstairs for a little discussion. He's gonna do that. And you watch as some of these guests kind of awkwardly start shuffling back towards the parlor as these guards start closing in around you. Olaf is then going to turn back to this human man and said, "Get back in there. We are going to speak in a few minutes." Is Gorka doing anything else on her turn?
No, she's kind of waiting for a cue from Rayson.
Cool. Rayson?
I don't understand why I'm getting roped into this. I killed a wasp and have been nothing but effective so far.
Orth is looking confused at between you and Olaf. He's like, "What? Is something wrong? What's going on?"
Yeah, like I look at Orth and I go, "Who's he talking about?"
Well, he's talking about you two.
Me? Why me?
I don't know. What the fuck is going on?
Orth, help. Can you do something about this, please?
You're going to have to roll a persuasion check if you want to try and turn this guy.
Can I use a player advantage? Do we have any?
Sure.
We have 7.
If you have any.
Heyo! Fuck!
13. Okay, I'm going to say 13 is not enough to get him to turn on his employer. Yeah, I don't think so. He is still like fighting this wasp, so he's gonna try and finish the wasp while this conversation is going on. He's gonna take his second swing at the wasp because he wants this fucking thing to die. The wasp drops as the guests kind of funnel into the room, and he turns and looks at you, and he's like holding his weapon out to you. He's like, I fucking put my neck out there for you, man. As all these guards around you are starting to draw their weapons. You guys are going to be rolling initiative in a second here.
We're going upstairs. We're having a talk. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, if you're going willingly, you might not need initiative. Orem and the guard that's on him. This guy is going to pull his weapons and try and take a swing at you.
Whoa.
You just cast a spell on him. He's going to take 2 mace attacks at you. Misses as he just pulls out this club and starts swinging wildly at you. But you bring up your shield and block and deflect the blows. What are you doing?
I'm just
You
like,
can also
bro.
hear shouting from the entry hall there.
Let me just take a quick look at some things here. Oh man,
Hope that guard has life insurance.
I'm gonna say like, God, I was trying to
Remember,
get
you're
Orem to,
Orem,
like,
not
turn
Freyr.
the corner. I was just gonna say like, I don't want to do what I'm gonna want to do here, but I kind of think I have to do what I don't want to do.
You can attack non-lethally with melee. If you want to.
Like, Orem will try to like kind of turn his warhammer and kind of swing with the broadside of the head versus like the actual hammerhead, and just to kind of try to just knock this guy out versus
Yeah, go ahead and
You know.
roll an attack.
caving his head in. And where's Dawnbreak? There you are.
14 bludgeoning damage is a solid hit. This guy is not quite down, but he staggers back a few steps. He looks dazed, disoriented, and if you were going for the kill, bloodied.
I'm guessing if I add smite to this, is that
It won't be lethal still, because it's still a melee weapon attack.
Non-lethal smites. Paladin's MO.
I smite thee non-lethally.
Oh, holy timeout.
D&D is so great.
Okay, then that.
Are you doing it? You gotta decide. You swung.
I swung, but I can't. Like, yeah, it's like.
No, you can. He's saying you can
You
non-lethally
add
smite.
after you hit. You can add smite after
Oh,
you
okay,
hit.
then yeah. I'm
Divine
gonna-
smite
okay,
specifically. Okay, burn whatever
Yeah.
level spell slot.
It's gonna be level 1. Where you at? Divine smite.
Cool. An extra 4 damage. This dude is just barely hanging on.
Damn it, that's a shit roll. Come on.
That is a really bad roll. Cool. So you're squaring off with this guy. Are you just gonna finish the job on your next turn, or
Yeah.
or you're not like taking off running right now?
He's
mean-
running dwarf.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna step into the bathroom.
You step back into. I mean, he's gonna try and swing at you with his mace.
I go ahead, bring it on.
All right. 22. He hits you for 5. Should actually be 2 damage because of your heavy armor master.
Armor.
So add 3 back for yourself.
Okay.
Cool. And you take a step back, and he's kind of like, "Fuck! Hey, get back here!" And he's kind of stumbling after you.
Let's say, let me in the bathroom, son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah, you're in there. There you go.
And I go in
Cool.
the bathroom.
All right. Halipor, you're in front of a locked door. You hear footsteps from the hallway as Rillen has apparently turned around and started walking back. Muted again, I think.
I would like to cast that spell and go under the door, please.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You get to... Hey, Eric. You become a cloud, and I guess how's this look? You just like... What does your cloud look like, I guess?
Yeah, so it looks like a very, like almost like a dense, like, mist. Like, you know, if you ever wake up in one of those mornings at the lake and there's that, like, heavy mist, like, settled over the water. Very akin to that.
Hell yeah. You turn into this dense mist and flow under the door through the lock and appear on the other side into this large, lavish-looking bedroom. There's this giant four-poster bed. There's these large windows at the opposite side looking out into the balcony and then over the city.
What was that?
What's that? There's a little footlocker chest at the bottom of the bed.
Okay, is there anything, like, in this room on, like, a quick glance that's like, this is where someone would put something super valuable? We don't know what we're actually trying to steal, right?
You don't, no.
Best heist ever, guys.
Extensive.
You
give me a perception check. Yeah. Eight.
Wow, these rolls suck.
There's like that footlocker. There is also a desk at the other end of the room you could check. There is another far door over here that does not seem to go to the balcony, so maybe there's something behind there. There's a few options.
Okay. I'm going to gaseous form into the chest.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay, you show up into the chest. You do have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can see... Give me one more perception check.
Okay.
With an 8, you can tell that there's a number of objects and items in here. Like at this very quick glance, you can tell that there's like stacks of very fine clothing. There are some things that aren't clothing in here, but you don't really get an immediate sense of like what those other things might be. I think that's it for your turn.
Mm-hmm.
We'll jump back to the bottom. These people are heading back to the main chamber. Gorka, give me a perception check. 12. You hear this human man behind Olaf still whispering and hissing at him like, I want it now. You do not have this under control, whatever's going on here. Oh shit, sorry, Eric.
I gave Eric a quick recap as to where he is.
Cool. Eric, I'm just going to pop you in the corner of this room so you can see most of what's going on.
Sounds good.
Oh, hey. Cool. And we'll get to what you're actually doing in a second. You hear him hissing that, and Olaf kind of looks back, and he's like... He points to the study at the bottom of the room, this like little library, and says, in there, we'll talk now. And over his shoulder, he says, deal with it to the guards in this chamber. They start walking that way. This armored individual following him. Are you letting them go, Gorka?
Yeah,
I guess Olaf's the only one who's like in combat range of you. Okay, with that, we'll have I think you guys roll initiative, unless you're going with them.
I'm like Ryson puts his hands up.
Gorka's gonna do the same.
Okay. You both put your hands up and you're going with them?
Yes.
Okay, so these guards kind of quickly surround you and grab at each of you. They're gonna try and take birthright from you, Gorka. Are you gonna let them?
Oh fuck.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh no. I guess we have to roll for initiative then.
In the meantime, is looking at you, eyes full of hurt, Ryson. It's just like,
Oh,
Can I
I
speak up
still
while they
have-
do this?
Yeah, sure.
Trust me, you just don't want to do that. Like, we're just gonna go have a talk. I don't understand. And again, I look pleadingly at Oerth.
What is Gorka doing as they're reaching for birthright? We'll get to the results of your
Fair.
plea because these are happening about the same time. So Gorka needs to react to.
Okay,
them
she's
reaching.
not going to attack, but she is resisting them
No.
from
Okay.
pulling the weapon away from her.
Okay, so one of them like reaches out, puts a hand on birthright, and starts pulling it from you, and Gorka pulls back. Give me a persuasion check, Ryson,
Oh, I was like
and
perception.
then a strength check, Gorka.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
this guy
Is
needs to
it
do
persuasion or deception? But I think it's persuasion.
It is persuasion. 9,
Oh,
17.
weak.
17. 17's pretty good. Let me have Oerth do a wisdom save to see if he can give up on your charms and do the smart thing. So he's got to beat your 17, I'll say.
Ryson's pretty beguiling.
I think it's been pretty clear
Doesn't-
that like there's something more than a friendship
Yeah,
boiling with.
They have a
this- with
serious
this friend.
bromance going right now.
Yeah, he was smoking hot. We established.
Yeah. He puts a hand on your back and he says, "Guys," with his other hand out towards the group. We're all confused right now. The boss just said take him upstairs and have a talk. We'll just go and talk, okay? You don't have to do that. As this guard is just starting to rip the weapon from your hands. And they kind of like look over and relinquish it back to you, Gorka. The lizard folk are still pacing and hissing at the group.
Forgot about them. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I forgot about
Gorga's
them too.
clutching it. Also, I think her earring is still going with open communication, so
Yes.
she's also gonna say out loud. Does Olaf have some kind of deal going on in there?
Just say that out loud.
Yeah, to the guard.
I mean, we're all guards, right? Like, we're all just guards. We're all friendly guards. One of us
All-
is being under suspicion, and we ask stupid questions.
Ower's hand drops from the back of Ryson's shoulder. It says, "You understand how weird of a question that is, given the circumstances, don't you?
No.
Get them upstairs." And they start marching you across the floor.
I love that you moved to all of us as a
Yeah.
group, as if we
Your
all
fucking
just shuffle
entourage.
while holding hands.
Actually, so this guy would definitely stay and watch the door. The rest are coming with you, I think. Cool. We'll do Casey and then jump to Scout. Casey, you've just fled into this room. You hear this coming through the communications. Kind of everything that's going on with Gorka, and this guy is trying to kill you.
Technically, it's the guy. It's the guy's turn first. He swung first.
Okay, he's gonna come. That's true. He's gonna come charging through this door and try and swing on you again.
Pato.
Twice with his mace. He's gonna crit.
Shit.
And then the second one misses. So the first one will actually only be 10 damage because of your feet, but he just kind of comes swinging, and in these like tight quarters, he's like kind of hunched up and like just taking these quick, short slams at you. It's like,
I will.
I don't know who you are, and I don't care. I'm gonna put you in the ground.
That was about right.
Gee, it's harsh, man, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I just was looking for the washroom, and I'm in here. God. We're gonna take a player advantage because I really want to make I hit this guy.
Cool. Go for it.
One break.
19 definitely hits, and you're doing non-lethal, or what does this look like?
non-lethal. Yeah, like so, like I kind of just turn the warhammer head kind of sideways and just like kind of give him a hard smack, like across the face, like I'm challenge him to a duel using my warhammer instead of a glove.
Cool. You just take that glove and slam him, or take the warhammer and slam him to the side of the face, and knock him into the wall, and then slumping down the floor, fully unconscious. What are you doing now? You still have your movement.
I'm going to flush the toilet, and then I am going to leave the washroom. And close the door.
And close the door, leaving this fucked up guard in the washroom next to the
Put him in the
hole.
bathtub.
Where are you are gonna go? Yeah.
Like, as soon as I close the door, going to try to break the handle off the door.
Give me a strength check, and that's gonna take the rest of your turn to finish that, I think.
Check. Ability check.
11. I'm gonna say you start to bend it with an 11, but you don't quite get it broken off. It might be more difficult to open. On your next turn, you can finish that if you want, but it probably will take your action to complete.
Orum's satisfied that he has sabotaged this door enough.
Cool. We're next going to jump over to Scout. So, Eric, you got a bit of a rundown from Orman. From Scout's perspective,
Very brief rundown, I will say.
So, Scout, you are several houses down the street while all this is happening. You are in. Okay. So, several houses down the street from the manor, Scout, from where your companions have entered and disappeared. You're keeping watch from this dark, empty living room on the main floor of this abandoned house. The silence is only broken every now and then by the occasional whispered remark from Cathra, this dwarven cleric who got you set up on this mission. She kind of, comments on things she's seeing. You've watched the dark shapes of Halifor and Orm as they kind of skulked around the edge of the property, disappeared around the far corner of the house. Some time passes, you keep watching. You eventually see this halfling man approach the door, seeming to talk to the guards at the front. And then, a couple seconds after that, the tranquility of this kind of chilly autumn night is broken by a loud buzzing sound and the appearance of 4 giant wasps. Seconds later, you hear this shrill, frantic screaming as this, I wrote down halflings actually, gnome, this gnomish man goes fleeing into the manor to escape. And you have a good guess that your friends are behind this in some way. What would Scout do at this point?
Behind this in some way sounds so underhanded.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I guess gotta try and bail him out. So I would pick out a path and try and see if I can support through, or get closer at least.
Sure.
Make evidence I'm doing that. I don't need to jump in right away. I don't mind, seeing how the plan unfolds a bit. So if I take a little while to reinforce, that's cool.
Sounds good. So I'll say you had about 300 feet to go. I'm going to imagine you're going somewhat stealthily, so you're not full tilt down this street.
Yeah,
we round
without trace.
Yeah.
Spelling.
Cool. Yeah, you have
And
pass
stealthy.
without trace up, so you've got +10 on your stealth. Let's mark off that spell slot because I don't think they used it last time. We'll say as we kind of catch you up in time to what everyone else is doing, you're just kind of getting to the edge of the property, so you've got kind of a good view of what's going on.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm good to just watch a couple of rounds and get caught up myself. So that works
Sounds
for me.
good. Okay, then back up to Halifor. You are in this. You're in a trunk. Are you gonna try and keep searching it, or? Oh, you're muted again.
I can't do anything with objects while I'm in this, except for go into things. So I'm going to mist out of the trunk.
Cool.
I'll drop gaseous form.
Okay.
And is the trunk, or I guess I should say, did I get a sense that like the trunk has a lock or is just closed?
You can look at it and see that there seems to be a not super extensive lock, but there is a lock on it.
Okay.
Looks like simple enough.
Okay. What's it made out of?
Wood and iron banding. And so the lock itself would be like iron or steel.
Okay. I'm going to try and cast heat metal on the lock and then go run over and search the desk.
So you're not a cloud anymore?
No, I came out of the chest. I can't
Okay.
interact with anything while I'm a cloud.
Oh, wait, sorry. You are Halifor again. Like you float out of the chest
Correct.
and then
Cast heat
Okay.
metal because I can't
Cool.
cast heat metal. I can't cast spells as a cloud.
cool. Give me, this is kind of an unconventional use of heat metal, so give me like a check with your spellcasting ability to see how well you can kind of focus that heat to try and burn out this lock.
I can focus
20's
it to
really
a
good.
20.
That's pretty fucking good. I'll say with the 20, this isn't the most extensive lock. You kind of pinpoint this heat metal and focusing for a few seconds, you watch as the lock begins to glow, kind of just dull orange, then bright red, then yellow, then almost white. And you, at this moment, just kind of grab it, give a quick heave, and the metal has weakened to the point where you can just kind of pull it open without too much resistance.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'll just throw open the chest and like search the chest footlocker thing.
Cool. So searching through the chest, you see a number of fine, like outfits and garments, kind of more fancy than what you. I don't know if you saw Olaf, than what Olaf is wearing though. So probably more, very formal attire. You see, a few little pouches, and you see in a little compartment on the side a heavy iron key.
Sweet. Halfor doesn't care what things are because again, we have no idea what we're stealing. So he's pretty sure it's not clothing. So he's gonna grab the pouches and the key.
Cool.
And
you grab
then
those.
it won't be on this turn, I don't think. But the next thing he's going over to search is that desk.
Okay, sounds good. You grab that stuff and then you head over to the desk, and that will be you. The big group is going to come up the stairs and appear in the top landing. Scout, I'm just going to keep your little token over here. This drow has just kind of got back, probably actually all the way back into the office by this point. But you guys are talking loudly and you hear him kind of call out from that office, like, what's going on out there now? As he starts to head back out.
How much does Halifor hear, from the room next door?
I think that once he kind of calls out and responds, that would be clear, even from your position, a fair ways away. You can hear, like, at least Rillan's raised voice. So Gorka and Orison, you're being led towards this drow who's like looking at you all, looking very angry at this point.
The
What are
drow
you-
is?
Yeah.
And we haven't met this drow yet.
You two have, because you guys, this was the guy, like the commander of the guard.
Oh.
Your boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, boss is such a relative term.
So as he,
Go ahead.
Orth is just calling out, Olaf wanted us to bring the new two up here. Things are getting weird downstairs. He wants to talk to them. Are you guys going with him?
Gork is just following along right now.
Cool.
As long as they don't take her weapons, she'll be cooperative.
Again, I don't know. It's been weird. Like I know my friend Gorka here is not the best with words, but I'm pretty sure someone tried to stage an attack on tonight, and I was like, we were helping kill the wasps. I don't understand what the confusion is.
Give me a persuasion check.
Or I guess I'm still telling the truth. Fuck me. I should just start lying more. It's gonna be better for me. Okay, that's great.
18's pretty good. You say this, and the guards who are with you, to their knowledge, that's all true, and they just don't say anything to rebuke it. Orth just kind of looks back and forth. He's just like, yeah, the boss doesn't like them, but that is what's happening. Cool. So they start walking you guys across the floor. Can I also get a perception check from those two?
Yep.
13. 21. Okay. Gorka, as you're crossing the floor, you notice as Rillan is like looking you all up and down, he kind of pauses and almost like looks off into the distance, or like his eyes unfocus for a second. And you notice a little earring hanging from his ear. He listens for a second and then says, okay, I don't know what's going on. Take their weapons, though. And unlock them up. He starts approaching aggressively towards you guys. Orem, what are you doing? You have just kind of locked this guy in a hall or a bathroom.
I'm just gonna retrace my steps back upstairs to where I left Halafor.
You arrive up here.
I will. The door's still open. Yeah, the door's still open.
Yep.
I will. I'll just kind of poke my head through. I won't walk through the door. I'll just kind of shove my head through the door and just take a quick survey, just to see what I can see.
Okay, stealth check.
Oh fuck! All right, there's
8 people in there, man.
Shit. I don't know. I can't.
Disadvantage. You're in heavy armor.
Disadvantage. Well.
Hey, you can do worse. Try again.
You can do worse. Roll it again.
God damn it! I fall through the door on my face.
4. You come and poke your head through the door to get a little peek, and you, as Roland finishes listening, and his attention kind of snaps back. He looks up and sees you. He's like, "And you're fucking back." Okay, that's it. I don't know what's going on.
Seriously, where's your bathroom, man?
He draws his weapons. He's approaching you. He's like, take them. Knock them out if you need to. He's starting to approach you. We're fully going into initiative on this floor.
What? We could keep this going.
No.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, we're just gonna go into fucking initiative. This is ridiculous. Oops.
Do you want me to roll initiative as well, Spenny?
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. Where's my... Orth is gonna have his own initiative because I like him. Orth crits.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
It is very aggressive area. It's
the other bad guys also crit.
Foundry anger.
I love the Foundry anger. Oh, Scout!
Oh my god.
Gets to take the first turn from outside the house.
Arrow just
Outside the
comes
house
flying
is a
through
cool
the
place
window.
to be right now.
Yeah.
On the window pane.
Okay. How do I just get back to you? I'll just do this. Scout, top of the order, it's you. Can I get a perception check from outside the house?
Sure.
$20. Let's see. With a 20, I think from the recon your party did, you were kind of aware of this being the guest chamber, or the chamber that this captain of the guard kept working out of. Like Halifor discovered that during the day. So you knew to pay attention to there. You saw him a few moments ago leave that, and then a few seconds or a few minutes after that, you see Halifor running around in the bedroom on that upper floor through the windows off the balcony. I think that's all you can see from your vantage point outside.
Okay, and I'm happy to take the turn to see. I guess I could theoretically have a grappling arrow.
Yeah, you have that on your Pixie Scout quiver, right?
Yeah, so maybe I can try and do that if I see a good spot to try and climb up to the upper floor or something.
Yeah, you could probably try from like the eaves trough above like one of these windows and swing in, or you could try and get onto the balcony and then in to that bedroom where Halifor is.
Maybe a little, yeah, that balcony shenanigans sounds good.
Cool. So I think you just need to use the charge, but otherwise the grappling arrow just works. So you fire this arrow, it forms a clawed hand, grabs onto the eaves trough, and a rope trails off behind it to your hand as you shoot it. You're just trying to get up there this turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Say with your movement, you can climb on up there and basically get to this door. And you can now see Halifor. But that'll probably be it for your turn.
Nice. Sounds good.
Cool. Oerth is going to turn to look at you, Ryson, and shake his head sadly and say that he trusted you before he brings his scimitar down at you.
Whoa.
Here ends the bromance.
Yeah. So that'll be once, twice. Hits you just once, and for his minimum damage, you could see he's swinging, but he's not putting his full heart into it.
It's hard to swing through tears.
Yeah, that'll be his turn though. Next up are all the other thugs. One of them is gonna swing on you with their mace twice, Ryson, and the other three are just going to beat down on Gorka. One will crit. Second one will miss. Or second hit will miss. Gorka, you now have 6 mace attacks coming your way.
Okay.
As they just kind of start swinging away at you. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Come on, guys. These guys just pull out their maces and start circling Gorka and just trying to beat her down. You kind of bring up your arms and are like kind of bracing and shrugging off the blows. One of them gets a lucky shot in and catches you in the gut. But that will be their turn. Gorka, it's you.
Yeah. All right. So Gorka's just had a night. She thought it was just gonna be like, in, out, easy. No, she's frustrated, angry. She's gonna rage.
I got bad news for those
Hell
guys.
But she's gonna use non-lethal force for the fight.
Okay, cool.
All right. So she's gonna swing at the lady to her east, lady, guy, whatever it is.
Yep.
With birthright.
One's a lady. Oh my god. Oh no. Connects solidly.
Still standing.
Yeah, but bloodied.
All right. And the ancestral protectors are out now too.
Okay.
And second one.
She is just barely still up.
All right.
But she has the ancestral protectors on her.
She does. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else on your turn, Gorka?
No, that's it for Gorka.
Cool. Rillin's turn. He's got stuff he can do.
Surrender, right? Surrender's the stuff he's got.
No.
Flag.
No. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, he's going to. Okay, he's going to turn to you, Aurum, and step up on you, feeling like his buddies have things under control. As he's approaching, from like here, he pulls a whip from his side and slaps it out towards you. Snaps it out towards you, which will miss. He keeps walking, and he's going to take 2 swings with his scimitar. B1. Oh my god. No. Misses on both. You bring up your shield and block both hits before they can connect. But he's kind of like looking down at you, grim face. He's like, I don't know who you are. I'll find out from one of them. I think I want you dead. I'll be his turn. Ryson.
All right. So Ryson
Sorry.
takes.
Back up 1 second. He's going to also use his bonus action. I forgot he had this. To do his battle command. And he's going to command Orth to swing on you.
That's very rude.
Yeah. For 6 points of damage as he slashes into you. But it is now your turn, Ryson.
Okay, so Ryson takes Sand and Storm out of his sheaths and uses a bonus action to activate them.
Okay, go for it.
And then he is going to swing at the guard to his right.
Cool. Yeah, big hit. You cannot sneak attack, unfortunately, on that guy.
Because it's a bonus action.
No, because you don't have an ally or a hostile creature to him.
Oh,
within 5
yes,
feet
you're
of him.
correct.
Yeah.
Unless you don't consider my Orth an ally, but I don't think.
Orth's feelings are conflicted, but not quite at that point yet.
Yeah, that's fair. So Ryson is then going to take an opportunity to run back downstairs.
Okay. Do you want to get your bonus action attack?
Nope.
He doesn't have a bonus action. He activated the swords.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, right. Gorka, you watch as Ryson runs away. Go ahead and move your token. No opportunity attacks because of mobile, eh?
Correct.
Okay, Ryson runs downstairs.
How far can I move? I have a full action of movement. That's correct.
Yeah, you have full like 35 feet or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, that's where I am.
Cool. Okay, Ryson's leaving. Anything else?
No, I think everyone understands.
Cool. I don't understand, but go for it.
Okay. Did I see Scout do something? I don't see Scout's token right now, but that's why I was asking.
I would assume you saw Scout haul himself up over the side of the rail.
Okay. Is this door now looks open?
Yeah.
Is that just because Scout's out there, or like is it actually open?
Yeah, it's actually open. I'm gonna say that Scout got up and got to the point of opening the door when his turn ended. Yeah.
Oh, so is his token like just in one of these tiles that I can't see?
Yeah,
because of
it's
one?
like right next to the door.
Okay,
It should actually be right there.
cool. Now I can see Scout. I'm gonna just wave at Scout and say I hear some. I think it's going badly, and I'm going to continue searching the desk.
Sure. Okay, so give me a perception check.
Okay. One of these rolls will be better than an 8 with my +6. It's going to happen. Not much, but okay.
And it's mostly stationary, some correspondence he's received. There is a small pile of coins on the desk. nothing too notable or interesting.
Okay. How much of this like battle sound have I heard now?
I'd say enough to know a battle's going on. Like, it's loud.
Okay. And we said, like, on my initial glance, it didn't appear that there was like anything else really of note in this room.
Just, yeah, nothing really of note. There's that one door you haven't looked through, and that's about it.
Okay, well. Boop. Boop. Oh. I can't see through the door from that tile.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be up here. It's a small closet, like some clothes hanging. There's another little footlocker in there. This one doesn't have a latch. This looks more like a trunk, right? Yeah.
Cool. Did searching the desk use my action, or was it just a glance? Just so I know what I'm working with.
I'd say that it's just at a glance. It's all stuff you can see.
Cool. In that case, it sounds like the fighting's in the hallway, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Or
dash.
like the main
Yeah.
landing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my dash action then. Open this door. Oh wait, that's a locked door. Shit.
That is a locked door. Yeah, it is locked from this side. The locking mechanism is on
Oh.
this side.
Okay, then I'll unlock that door and use my last 10 feet of movement to move into that room.
Cool. Yeah, so I can unlock that. Open it. Can I get a quick perception or arcana check from you as you pass through?
Arcana. Okay. I am proficient in Arcana, if that matters.
That is why you get to roll.
Okay.
13. As you kind of rush past, open the door, you see just at the edge of the door frame some sigildry, some markings of arcane enchantment. You don't have time to really study them and figure out what they may have done. But they don't activate when you open the door. So, unclear right now.
Okay.
You just notice that.
I have 5 feet left, so I'll get to there. I see thug guy still.
Yeah. This guy is just standing up, reaching for his weapon, and kind of looks confused and starting to search for what might be going on. Yeah.
That's it for me right now.
Cool. Orem, you're facing off against this drow.
Yeah, like Orem kind of just like turns back to this guy after taking like the one hit and just being like, bro, or like, yes, he didn't take any hits, but just being like, I was just looking for the bathroom, man. Bonus action, casts Searing Smite onto his Warhammer, and then action, gonna swing said Warhammer.
Cool. Go for it.
Done. Right where you at? There you are.
23. Uh-oh. Yeah, that hits for sure. Add the wow, that was a max damage hit on your Warhammer too. Go ahead and add the Searing Smite damage to that too.
It's coming. Sure, I rolled it. There it is.
3 fire damage. Cool. And that applied to you, so I'm gonna undo that. Take it off him. Cool. Yeah, so he's on fire now?
On fire.
Okay. This guy who was kind of grinning down on you a little cocky immediately goes, fuck, shit, and starts kind of slapping at himself to put these flames out. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I am going to kind of just do a little pirouette around to the other side of him.
Cool. Okay.
So you're on fire.
Cool. Got it. Scout, you're up. Halfor just kind of booked it out of this room.
Also, if you're talking, you may be on mute.
Yeah. If I see him in a rush, I'll just follow then.
Cool. Halfor is making his way out towards this hallway.
And maybe I'll say, "Hey, hold up," or like, try and
do
get his
that.
attention.
Cool. Yeah, you can get his attention. You're following Halifor, kind of looking for a cue as to what he's doing.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. If nothing else on your turn, then it is Orth's turn. Or are you still doing stuff, or?
No, just whatever movement you think is good to, start to head towards battle kind of thing.
Cool. You can dash and get in there if you want, or you can keep following Halifor.
I'll just follow. I feel like probably get in the heat of it next round.
Sounds good. All right. Orth calls out after Ryson goes running off. Oh, fuck. You guys take care of her. Gonna go get the halfling. And he goes running after Ryson. I think he will go ahead and just dash to try and catch up with you.
Can I take a attack of opportunity as he runs?
Yeah, because he just kind of passed straight through you, didn't he? Yep. Wrong one, but I will apply the damage to. No worries. You get a big hit off on him, and he kind of stumbles as he runs, but kind of not looking back, just keeps charging for Ryson. He dashes to catch up with you, Ryson. He's like, "Just stop, man." That'll be the thug's turn. The one in the office is gonna start making his way out, having gathered up his equipment. Sees you, doesn't know what to make of that, but sees his buddies fighting and figures he should probably try and take you out. So he's gonna swing at you twice, Halifor. Misses and misses. God, these guys suck. The ones on Gorka are gonna close the formation and just start going to town on you.
Also, I don't know. I think it says I'm concentrating spinning, but I'm not on anything currently.
Hey, okay. I'll just take that off. That's on your. Oh yeah, that was from Gaseous Form. Cool, Gorka. This is gonna be 8 mace attacks coming at you.
Okay.
As they surround you and start clubbing you down. 1, 2 crits.
Oh.
Still very little damage. 3 crits again. Still very little damage.
Jesus.
So that's 4. 5, 6, 7 badly misses Gorka, and 8 hits one more time. So Gorka, you are being surrounded and blocking most of this hits, but the sheer volume coming at you is starting to hurt. It is your turn, though.
Yeah. Ryson, I forgive you.
Wow.
And your action is done.
Yeah. So, yeah, she'll start with Birthright on the woman she attacked last time.
Cool.
Non-lethal.
You knock this woman to the floor with your first attack.
All right, 1 down. Next, guy to her south.
Ooh, big hit on him. This guy looks less hardy than the woman that you were just fighting, so he is already bloodied.
Okay. Then I'll use Orcish Fury to roll one more damage dice on him.
Oh fuck. Okay.
That's a
Go for
D8, I think, or
12.
What is
D12.
D12?
You
Thanks.
have a great axe.
Even better. Let's see.
8. 8 is enough. Gorka, you knock a second thug to the ground.
That's 4 less mace attacks, Gorka. Look at you go.
4 less mace attacks.
Amazing,
That's half
Gorka.
the mace attacks.
All right, she'll turn to the other 2 and just stand at the ready, and that's it for her.
They look a little more intimidated, watching 2 of their friends fall after just beating on you. The drow, he's gonna look at. He watches 2 of his friends fall, or his workers. Really, he doesn't like them. Oh shit! First, he has to do a con save, right?
On save DC 14.
Oh, I forgot to on one of the guards. I forgot to do my sword action.
Oh, okay. I'll do the con save on that guy. So 25. He kind of pats out these flames before drawing his weapons again and glaring down at you. Now this time, there's no amusement left in his face. He is furious and he looks like he is ready to kill you. But quickly roll that con save.
Hey, you don't have to for that guy, by the way.
No.
His turn's already passed.
It's okay. He's blinded. We'll just carry that forward for